Welcome back alongside Zach Robinson. I'm Mike Renner. Today we're breaking down the matchup of the week here at PFF. Kentucky taking on Georgia. This video is brought to you by Eckrich, the official smoked sausage of the Georgia Bulldogs. And Zach, for the Kentucky Wildcats to pull off the upset here, they're going to have to get the run game going. That's been the fuel of that offense all season long. What is this matchup? I think it's the matchup of the game. What does it look like from Georgia's perspective?
I'm with you. You look at Benny Snell on the Kentucky side, really good running back in all of college football here, but it's really playing to Georgia's. One of their strengths is the run defense. We've seen them play really well all season. Jonathan Ledbetter is on the edge. The guy to watch, I think, is the interior of that defense. Tyler Clark, one of the best defensive interior guys in terms of defending the run, disrupts a lot in the backfield. And then the linebackers, they've had some inconsistent play. Natrez Patrick has the second most missed tackles. I think he's going to need to play well. Monty Rice, Tay Crowder, they kind of rotate those guys in. But that interior part of the Georgia defense is going to be tested.
Yeah, the tackling is a big thing there because Kentucky, they not just run the ball effectively, they run the ball with both their quarterback and running back. A lot of option stuff, going to really test your discipline because, as you mentioned, Benny Snell, 3.4 yards after contact per attempt, but their quarterback, Terry Wilson, is basically a wide receiver / running back in his own right. He doesn't even have 1,000 passing yards on the season, has more interceptions than he does touchdown passes, but the dude can run, the dude can fly down the field, averages more yards per attempt than Benny Snell. They run 57.1% of their offensive plays, they just don't want to pass. And the run blocking up front, pretty solid. So I think this one, while it does favor Georgia because they know they're one-dimensional, I could see Kentucky moving the ball. But this game also features some star power.
Hey, man, Georgia-Auburn is on the $1 Million Challenge schedule.
That's awesome. Between the hedges this year, right?
Yes, sir.
You imagine winning $1 million in front of that crowd?
No, that place would be bananas. Even Uga would be crazy.
That's one cool Bulldog.
I like Bulldogs. You like Bulldogs?
Come on, man. I love Bulldogs.
Enter at EckridgeFootball.com for your chance to win $1 million at the Georgia-Auburn game.
Do I like Bulldogs?
Josh Allen for Kentucky, our highest graded edge defender in the country right now. DeAndre Baker for Georgia, highest graded corner. Break down Baker for me. What's made him so good?
He's incredible, and I think teams want to avoid him at all costs. We saw that last week against Florida. You just don't want to throw at this guy. He continues to make plays on the ball. He can play off in zone and really clue in on the quarterback, and so instinctive. And then he can play man-to-man. He does everything really well, and you just don't complete many passes on this guy. He's one of our highest graded corners in the country, the highest graded. And then you look at a guy that's going to be a very high draft pick come next April.
Yeah, I think actually the biggest thing for me looking at his stats through a database here is he doesn't have a missed tackle on any of his runs. Has a very good run grade. Doesn't have a missed tackle in run defense this season. That's kind of come into play because, like I mentioned, they like to get wide, that Kentucky running scheme. He'll be tested in this one. The other guy, Josh Allen for Kentucky, highest graded edge defender in the country, moving up seemingly every draft board, moving up into the first round of our draft board. Looks like a complete player, but they don't even rush him the passer that much, but when he does, 10 sacks, 7 hits, and 24 hurries so far this season.
Yeah, he's incredible to watch on the edge. He can bend everything. Isaiah Wilson and Andrew Thomas are going to need to play well because we've seen if Jake Fromm has some pressure, like any quarterback, it can get a little erratic in decision-making and accuracy, but those two guys are going to need to hold up because that guy can definitely wreck a game if you turn to one-dimensional and make them throw.
There you have it. Those are what we'll be looking for this weekend in Lexington. This week's breakdown was brought to you by Eckrich, the official smoked sausage of the Georgia Bulldogs. Don't forget to pick up your Eckrich smoked sausage at your local grocery store for this weekend's tailgate or homegate party. And make sure to visit EckridgeFootball.com for the great game day recipes and to enter the season-long $1 Million Challenge.